seconds early, which is a luscious wine. Strawberryish when young, when it gets older, it gets savoury. Lovely, intense, fruity flavours with that trademark Rioja smokiness. And then one other magical grape that I love, called Graciano, which is brilliant. There's just a squirt in this blend, and it gives freshness and structure. Now, the thing that's so cool about Graciano is it's like no other grape variety. It's really intensely kind of powerful in its skin. It's got a really thin skin, but an incredibly strong skin. It is exactly, in fact, like Spider-Man's costume. Maybe everybody talks about wine to that, just suddenly realise I sound like a raving lunatic. This grape is like Spider-Man's costume, but it could repel a bullet, such is the toughness. But, shorthand, when you're with a red wine, you want to know, is it savoury or fruity? Really easy. Hold it on its side. If it's purpley or blue, it's going to be fruity because it's young. If, like this one, it's got a bit of a garnet colour, or even if it gets a bit more rusty and brown, it's going to be far more savoury, far more earthy, and far more rich. This one here, oh, this is another great one. When you're next at the dinner party, it's a really quick one. When you want to know, is this red wine going to be big and alcoholic and fruity and full, or is it going to be light and zippy? Really easy. Look down through the top of your glass at your stem. If you can see your fingers grasping your stem very clearly, it's a light red. It's going to be easy and fruity. If like this one, it's quite, you can sort of pick them out a bit. It's medium bodied. If you can't see your hand at all, it's full, it's chunky, it needs to be watched carefully. It could be very goofy indeed. The other thing you might know about, when you swirl a red wine glass, and it has those tears that come down the side, they're called legs. That can also give you an indication. If the legs are very, very slow and very, very big, that could be an alcoholic wine because there's lots of glycerol in it. If they're very quick, they go out of the glass and there's not very many of them, it could be light-bodied. I could literally witter on about wine all day, but I don't want to bore the pants off you. If you do have any questions, somebody asked earlier about sulfites. Do you want to hear about sulfites or not really?
Yeah, go on.
Oh,
Yeah.
3 of you. It's a gamble. Look, who said yes? I'll give you the bottle of wine. Who's nice? You were nice. You can have that. Well, I'll put to you briefly. Sulfites in wine. There you go. The sulfites are there to stop the wine from oxidising and to stop it fermenting early. So when the grapes come in from the vineyard, they scatter a powder on them. It's a sulphur powder. It just preserves them. It stops them from fermenting. Then when they're cleaning out barrels, they use sulphur candles to burn out any kind of nasties, any bacteria. So they have to contain sulfites on the label. Generally speaking, if you're buying wine in the UK or the EU, you don't really need to worry about it. I know it looks scary saying it contains sulfites, but if you've ever had a glass of wine, or somebody you know has, and you've seen them come out in the red blotches, have you seen that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens, or if they get a bit breathless, they may be having a reaction against sulfites. It does happen. Some people are very sensitive to it. And that